Hey, a lot of people been hitting me up asking how we are doing. We are still currently living in a hotel. A lot of you guys have been following me from the jump. You guys know I once was living with my mom with my 2 kids on her living room floor. But I used to tell myself that I would run and go live in a hotel where my kids wouldn't have to sleep on the floor until I got my eviction off my credit, because they gave me eviction during COVID, even though they took my rent relief. And I'm getting my credit right. I've made mess ups when I was a kid that I'm just, paying for now, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with speaking this because so many people tell me they're going through the same thing. I asked God for a village. He's been sending me you guys. You guys have been supporting me through PayPal. I've been getting Venmos. Yes, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but I'm also saving. I'm doing as much as I can. I am paying my tithes. I am putting God first. And I just want you guys to know, if you do the same thing, you will live in those prayers that you are praying now. I know this is not just a little portion of my story. Like, this is nothing compared to what God is really working on. So keep going, y'all.
She should have stayed at her mom's house, especially if she didn't have to pay any rent. That would have been the most smartest solution. And then she could have been saving her money so that she can start to try to get ahead and get herself in a stable position, in my opinion. As well as, it's clear she decided to branch out, but she branched out and she really wasn't ready, because in order for her to sustain herself, she has to rely on her village, as she said, donators on TikTok, who are basically getting her through. And that's not going to be sustainable long term. But it seems like it's working right now, so wish her all the best. Y'all, before we get into the next clip, you could just like the video. Only takes a second, and it actually does help out tremendously. So I know it's easy to forget, but wanted to mention that on the front end.
I'm sure a lot of y'all are waiting on an update about the situation that I'm in as far as my mom getting me evicted from my apartment. There really is no update at this time. I did get served a notice of vacate, which is not an eviction notice. I will be served my eviction notice on March 6th. I'm due on March 1st, so therefore, after March 6th, I will have 30 days to leave the property, unless the judge approves for me to stay. As far as everything else goes, I really don't have an update. I asked them if I was going to be losing my housing. They couldn't answer that question. I reached out to my housing caseworker, and she has not responded back, so I'm waiting on that. This is a real situation. This really happened. I've been very depressed the last 2 weeks, like mentally unstable the last 2 weeks, honestly. And the internet really didn't make it any better. I kind of was just, I guess, vulnerable enough to share my story. And it really didn't make anything better. It honestly didn't. I got more judgment than help. But that's okay. At this point, I'm just going to ask that y'all pray for me. It's not.
It didn't make it any better, but yet you're back. You want it. It's just that simple.
Really nothing I can do. I do have 2 children who live with me currently, and I will be giving birth any day now. I'm 38 weeks and 3 days pregnant, so that kind of gives you an estimate of where I'm at. Like, of course, I don't want to be homeless with a newborn, but I just feel like God is going to help me. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I really don't like coming on here telling my business because I feel like it gives people room to judge me, and right now I'm not really in a good headspace for that. Like, the video that I did post kind of put me in a bad headspace because everybody was judging me, and it was just so much. Like, yeah. So I'm currently very depressed right now, but I'm trying to pull myself out of it. Today is the first day that I got up and filled my eyebrows in and glued my lash clusters on and did my hair a little bit. Of course, I gotta take care of my kids regardless. So I have to get up every day. But as far as just trying to make myself feel better, this is the first day that I've gotten up and cleaned my house and things like that. Well, yeah. So, yeah, I'm currently depressed. Don't know if I'm gonna lose my housing. And they are still following through with the eviction for anybody who even cared about the update. Thank you. Another thing is I currently have not raised enough funds to find me a car. I have been looking on Marketplace. I did find some cheap ones. Hopefully they're not ripoffs, but
Always comes down to the money, don't it? Listen, I reviewed part 1 of this. It was actually very crazy. I will link it at the end of the video. But ultimately, what she did, she has allegedly a Section 8 voucher, and she decided to move her crazy mom in with her, knowing that her mom is wild. And I believe her mom got her, basically went down and reported her because they were going at it. Keep in mind, she's 9 months pregnant with 2 small children, and Now, since her mom reported her, because if she's on Section 8, she's not supposed to have anyone else in the home. And so now she's ending up here. But what I want to really focus in on is her priorities. As a mother, your priority should be your children. And right now, the biggest priority is the child in your stomach. You said that the first video caused a lot of stress and a lot of internal turmoil for you, which right now you're not in a position or a situation where it is smart to be stressed, because that can actually have effects on the child that you're carrying. But yet she decided to come back for some more, apparently. So why? The whole time I was wondering why. And then it came out at the end, it's because she's trying to raise funds. She's trying to make some money online. So it always comes back to the money, like I originally stated. And listen, this ultimately comes down to decisions. She made the decision to post this first video. She's making the decision to come back on and post the second video, just like she knew the rules of Section 8. And she knew she had these children, again, priorities that she needs to prioritize, and she should not risk their stability, especially while she's in a vulnerable position of being 9 months pregnant. But she decided to allow her mom to come move in, knowing the risk, as well as knowing that her mom is a volatile character who was capable of doing anything, and she decided to take that risk. So whose fault do we ultimately have to hold this to, as well as responsibility? You have to be responsible for that, knowing that you have these children. Not to mention, I haven't even touched on the fact that you're 9 months pregnant with 2 kids and there's no man in sight, which that should be wild to everybody. But today it's so common that it's not wild to be pregnant and single. Listen, we're gonna move on.
First, let me show you before I tell y'all all about it. Don't mind the cabinets being open, but that's the kitchen. Here's like the really cute living room. You see it says be bold, be brave. I got an outside patio. This is bedroom 1. I just took some of the artwork down. It's really cute with a bath, the bathroom. And then like a walk-in closet. Like it was cute, And then let me show you the other second bedroom really quickly. I had an entryway. Girl, let me tell you, it's cute. All right, so here's the second one. The second bedroom. Okay, super cute, right? So this used to be my old apartment. It's a 2-bedroom, as you can see. I used to live in here, and I got a second bedroom so I could rent it out to save money on the rent, of course. So the cash flow was really good, so much so I got a second apartment, and then I was gonna just keep this one on Airbnb. Now, everything was fine, boo. I had this thing listed on Airbnb probably for like 7 months. Girl, I got an eviction notice. These people called me. They called me and they told me they're going to evict me for having it on Airbnb. And I'm like, what? How y'all found me? These people go on Airbnb and they look for their apartments. So I'm here to tell you, because now I'm in a frenzy. I got to find a corporate lease. I got to like legitimize my whole business. I got to pack this stuff up, move, all this other stuff. When really I could have just closed this, let go of the apartment and legitimize my business from the jump. But I tried to think that I was going to get away with it. No, you're not going to get away. Okay. Now I have a lot of work to do to avoid this eviction off my credit report. So I'm here to tell you, if you're trying to get into Airbnb, do not get a residential lease and then think you're going to get away with it, because it will catch up to you. I'm here to tell you. And I hate.
Yeah, y'all. The more and more we continue to develop and continue to get better technology today, do you all not think that that's going to affect the ability for people to get away with things that they used to get away with? You can't even steal in the store now. Did you know the cameras have AI? The cameras have AI where they can pick up on suspicious movement, and then it'll send straight to the manager's phone. So then when he comes to you and you say, I wasn't stealing, he already has the clip right there to show you. It just does it so succinctly like that and concisely. It's incredible. So I wouldn't be surprised if apartment complexes acquire some type of software where it can, in a second, just run all the listings on Airbnb and flag any that could potentially be theirs. If not, I'm sure they just probably search it up. But she took a bad risk, and now this is going to have long-term ramifications because she's got that other apartment. Fortunately, I hope it's with a different leasing company, and she's probably going to have to stay there for a long time because I don't even. They may flag it when it's time to renew, and then they may still cancel her lease. But now she's about to have an eviction on her record for the dumbest reason. The dumbest reason, and it's still going to count against her like it would count against anybody else with an eviction on their record. She didn't even get it for not paying rent. She got it for trying to, be slick. And it's sad. She was trying to do something to get ahead, trying to find a little gray area where she can make some money. But sadly, I mean, I'm not going to say sadly. I'm going to just say you have to be transparent if you're trying to do these type of things, especially in today's society with all the technology. You're not getting away with nothing. And you just have to be transparent and let them know what you're trying to do. And you have to leave the decision up to them. Otherwise, now she just kind of screwed herself. And yeah, it's unfortunate.
I'm not gonna lie. It's been taking me a while to sit here and try to attempt to get into this posting thing. And honestly, it is what it is at this point. But I don't know about everybody else, but I know about me. I am so burnt out and tired of working these jobs, especially these minimum wage paying ass jobs. Like, I'm
Mm.
grateful, and I've been grateful. I've been humble. I've prayed. I've thanked God. I've did it all. But I don't want to complain about the job. I just feel like after I'm done working, and I work from home, I work from home. I just feel exhausted after doing an 8 hour plus shift.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have no energy to do anything else. And I damn near sit on my ass or butt all day. And it has to be more to life than just this. Like, doing this 5 days a week, being exhausted after work, not having no energy to do nothing else, but still having to do other stuff. And on top of that, barely getting paid what you to all you like is to take care of bills. Like, yeah, you might have a little bit left over, but that's for necessities. Maybe a little bit of wants. And there's got to be more than life than this. And once again, I'm appreciative. I'm grateful. I'm humble. I'm thankful. But I'm just like living paycheck to paycheck. This is not living life. Like, this is being stuck in a matrix. This cannot be making people happy because it's not making me happy. And at this point, I'm just venting. Like, I'm just venting. I'm just fed up. I'm just tired of it. So I'm going to do whatever I have to do to figure out another way, because I'm going to live my life to the fullest and I'm going to figure it out. And the first step is just making new steps, making change.
She's almost sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I can see something in her. I see that she wants more for herself, and I think she's going to get it. It's just really separating where you are from where you want to be and understanding that the gap in between that is not this ominous thing. It's not this impossible thing. It's really just knowledge. There's something that you don't know that somebody else knows, and they could possibly tell you that. You could possibly get it in a book. You could possibly, I mean, it's 2026. You can go online and get it. But ultimately, what it seems like is she's like 95% of people in this world, which is she doesn't have her purpose clearly stated and clearly decided on. She doesn't have her chief aim in life panned out. She doesn't know what it is. She doesn't know what it really is that she wants to do. And Sometimes that can take some time. Sometimes that can take a week of deep reflection and just trying to understand what it is you really want to do. For some people, it could take a month. But if you figure out that one thing, it's absolutely worth it, because then that will carry you for the rest of your life. She needs to just sit down, get off social media, and decide what that is. And then she needs to commit to it, which means I'm either going to do this or I'm going to die trying. And that's the beautiful thing about it, because let's say you don't hit it. Ideally, you should have picked something that you would love to try to pursue anyway. Like if you actually did, God forbid, pass away during the pursuit of whatever it is that you chose, that would still be a good life. That's what you should choose. But a lot of times when people are thinking about, oh, what I would want to do, they're thinking about the destination, right? If somebody says, oh, I want to be a streamer, like I would love to try to do that. They're thinking about it from the standpoint if they were getting paid like Kai Sanat right from day one, then they would love streaming, getting all that money. But they're not thinking about the grind when there's nobody watching you, but you have to keep on streaming, you have to keep on posting. So she needs to figure out something like that to where she would love being in the pursuit of it. In her off hours, she's only working 8 hours a week, regular schedule, 40 hours a week. 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. She needs to figure that out. It's worth it to try to understand that and to actually put in that time to get that clarity.
You know how everyone's telling us, like, you just need therapy, like, you're depressed, and it's like, no, we're broke. Because why is everything so fucking expensive? Like, I moved to a different city. My auto insurance went up like $20. I don't know why. I called them and I was like, why did this go up? And she was trying to figure it out, and I was like, I also need to update my address because I just moved. And she goes, okay, with your address updated, you live in a higher risk area now. Surprise!
Don't do that.
So
Don't do that.
it's going up $120 a month. I was calling to figure out why it went up $20, and then she made it go up more. And I said, please don't do that. I can't afford it. And she said, I can't change it.
You can't change it.
And we're not depressed. We're broke.
Up.
We're broke.
Oh yeah, she effed up. I made that mistake a long time ago, and I was like, and then I tried to change it too. I was like, oh wait, no, I'm just playing. They're like, it's locked in, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. So I learned that. I'm not gonna say what I do, but just know I ain't making no changes. Period. I like where things are. It's gonna stay the same. But yeah, that sucks. But I mean, she'll be okay. Ultimately, we'll leave it there for today. If you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Only takes a second, and it actually does help out tremendously. Also, if you could hype the video, hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And when you hype, it actually pushes us to the extent that it pushes the larger content creators. So if you could hype, I'd appreciate it. And then Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content as well. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.